on Sunday, but Sean Payton is being patient.
We haven't ruled anything just because we don't have to. Today was his first day where he was eligible to come back. I said it last week. He's got a ways to go still, and he's going to be someone that we're not going to hurry back and just put him in the game. I think that the significance of the injuries are such that you got to make sure he can function and feel confident.
Hopefully we get to go up against them, or I get to go up against them. But if not, hopefully we'll get to face them at some other time, because you want to play against those great quarterbacks that you watched growing up, that were kind of guys that you looked up to in the way they played the game.
I agree, Patrick. I'd like to see you play against them as well. With Brees at quarterback, Saints were one of 5 teams in the NFL averaging 30 points per game, but their offense is taking a different shape with Taysom Hill at quarterback. Saints are averaging almost 175 rushing yards per game since Week 11. That's third.
We're wired to think that we're going to win the game.
I'm excited for that challenge.
We're on a mission. We want to win an ACC championship.
All right, let's have some fun with numbers on that game. Among college quarterbacks, Clemson's Trevor Lawrence has the best winning percentage ever. As a starter, he's 33-1. Second on that list is Notre Dame's Ian Book. He's 30-3. One of Book's losses came in 2018 when the 12-0 Irish lost in the college football playoff to Lawrence and Clemson, 30-3. When they met earlier this season, though, Notre Dame won, but Lawrence didn't play. So in addition to the conference title and college football playoff implications, there's also vindication motivation for Book and the Irish to beat Clemson at full strength with Lawrence. That's the ending Book wants on the journey he recounted with Kirk Herbstreit.
There is nothing like starting your first game for this institution.
Ian Book throws his first Notre Dame touchdown.
Let's go back to that North Carolina game your freshman year, thinking about you being inserted and playing, and go from that game to becoming the winningest quarterback in Notre Dame history. How would you describe that journey for you?
It's been unbelievable. I say it all the time. It's been a dream come true. I remember that first game, against North Carolina like it was yesterday. And then, to be able to go back and play at North Carolina again this year, it was awesome just to kind of see this dream play out. And it's been an unbelievable journey. I just feel really fortunate. And to be the winningest quarterback, I never would have thought that would have happened. And it's unbelievable. And there's a lot of people, in my corner that I need to thank that helped me achieve that goal.
I want to ask you a question about Notre Dame. There's a perception before you even got on campus. There's almost, I'm just be honest, almost nationally an eye roll when people bring up a Notre Dame. Like, they're overrated. Maybe it's not so much this year because people have seen you play Clemson, but do you guys feel that it's like an eye roll, Notre Dame?
Yeah, we talk about it, and I don't know if there's a specific reason for it. I think it's just because it's Notre Dame. There's an outside noise that doubts Notre Dame. I kind of like it, and I think our team likes it. Just use that as fuel. It's a chip on our shoulder that, we got to win every game. We want to win every game, and we believe that we can compete and make it to the playoffs and go win a national championship.
Game over! Notre Dame knocks off #1. The Fighting Irish celebrate a win over top-ranked Clemson.
What did you guys learn about yourselves in that win over Clemson when you guys played earlier this year?
Before that game, everybody believed we could win. That's what I felt. There was no doubt. This team knew we could go into that game and get a W. And that's how we feel, going to play them again in this ACC championship. They're a great team. It's a great matchup. But when you got everyone on the same page believing that you can win, that's something special.
I've heard a lot of, Trevor Lawrence wasn't there. Skowski wasn't there. Tyler Davis wasn't there. And I'm guessing that's just creating something for a team that likes a chip on their shoulder. That's got to be cranking right now this week.
Right. We're kind of saying it all week. Well, our 11 guys will be there. You know what I mean? Like, the guys we are going to play with will be there, and that's what matters. But I'm excited that all those guys are back, and, we can play them and have all those people, be quiet once the game's over and we can get this win. But it's adding fuel to the fire. I think it'll be an awesome matchup. But at the end of the day, it's about our guys.
Much more to come on the ACC title game. Bill Connolly on how those Clemson players who didn't play the first time could play a big role this time. That's later on SportsCenter.
All right, let's go back to warm-up basketball. We've got 2 teams who won't be featured on NBA nationally televised games much, but have 2 young players who could be exciting to watch. The Knicks with Obi Toppin, the Cavaliers with Isaac Okoro. Here's Okoro. He didn't shoot the three ball well at Auburn, but he hits that one. Toppin, this is his first home game because the Knicks have played their 2 previous preseason games at Detroit. He's a Brooklyn native. He's all fired up to have been drafted out of Dayton by them, and Knicks fans are fired up. Dennis Smith trying to regain his confidence. Finds Toppin right there, who slams it home. Knicks got a small lead. Knicks on the fast break. Okoro steals it away and ahead to Andre Drummond. He'll make that every time. He had 18 points, 14 rebounds. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Then the Knicks are up 9. Emmanuel quickly inside to Toppin. You're jamming me. He had 8.7 rebounds off the bench. Damian Dotson kicks it to Okoro. Said he didn't shoot the three very well. He's shot it well in this highlight. He had 10 points, and quickly to Kevin Knox. Threes, please. Knox had 16 off the bench, and Toppin will finish the highlight. I love Obi. You know, he's like fresh air every day. He comes in and brings energy to the group. That's what Coach Tibbs said about the rookie as the Knicks win at the Garden, 100-93. Time to talk to Mike Schmitz. He eats basketball, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You watch the Knicks, Cavs. You had special emphasis on Isaac Okoro. What did the 5th overall pick out of Auburn show you in this game?
He's arguably the most complete rookie in this entire class. He does basically everything on both ends of the floor, and really the only thing he didn't do at Auburn was shoot the ball. He shot only 29% from 3 during his freshman season. So far this year, I know it's a small sample, but 5 of 8 from 3. He made 2 threes tonight. He's had great rhythm, great balance, great touch, and he's an incredible defender. He can really handle, he can really pass. He's great in transition. So if he shot it like this in college, I really think that he would have been in the mix for the #1 overall pick. It looks like he's potentially in line to win that small forward starting job in Cleveland. I think he's a dark horse Rookie of the Year candidate. I really do.
Strong words early on Isaac Okoro. Okay, you don't watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, any of that. In your film room, you watch more basketball, and you've got film on Okoro to share with us.
Yeah, it's really his defense that has been his calling card his entire career. That's why he went in the top 5. He's 6'6", 225 pounds, 6'10 wingspan. He can defend up to 4 positions at the NBA level, and he plays with an incredibly high motor, and we talked about exactly that in the film room.
This is one of my favorite clips from you, and I think that this is something that all young bigs honestly should watch. Not that you're a big, but this is like ideal verticality technique. Talk me through this one.
This one, I'm watching the ball, watching my man that come at the last second and just go straight up the vertical with the offensive player. I'm really timing it just to probably not jump before him, but because I don't want to bite for any pump fakes, but just try to time it at the right exact time to both meet up in the same place at the same time.
You know, you talked about your toughness, but why do you play this way?
This is the way you get on the court as a player. You know, just hustling. That's for me growing up. That's how I got on the court. That's the only way I got on the court. If you want to get pick up in a scrimmage game or a pickup game, something like that, they looked at how hard you were going to play, the effort that you was going to bring. Because I started playing with that at a young age, it just built on from there.
Isaac Okoro has been a winner at every single level. As a senior in high school, 34-0, Neil. This kid wins. He's a big-time player, and I think, like I said, a Rookie of the Year.